Hello, today we want to find out if the SBrick is worth its price. The SBrick comes to you in this little box that is pretty minimalistic designed. In there is only the SBrick, a small manual with warranty card on it and some stickers. The SBrick is, if you don't know it, a competitor to the normal LEGO Power Functions receiver. But the SBrick works with Bluetooth. This should give the SBrick a wider range and no problems because of sunlight. If you compare the SBrick to the LEGO receiver, you see that the SBrick is a little bit smaller in fact, but in the hand it feels much smaller. If you think a little bit about it, you notice that the SBrick has 4 output ports and the LEGO receiver only 2. So we compare one SBrick with 2 LEGO receivers, and now you see that the form factor of the SBrick in a fair comparison is much smaller than the reference from LEGO and has the same amount of usable modus. Plus, don't forget that in the much smaller SBrick is a Bluetooth function. We tested the range in sunlight with comparison to the LEGO receiver. Here are the results. The SBrick lost the connection at 33 meters and the LEGO receiver lost his connection at 8 meters. If we come to performance, it's an interesting comparison, which is faster and which is more battery efficient. We tested the motor speed with this little test construction. We geared down the motor speed and then measured the time it needed for one rotation of the geared down axis. The motor ran at the highest speed. The same thing we done with the SBrick too, and here are the results. Notice, for all tests we used 6-volt charged batteries. Let's test now the battery efficiency. We used for it 4 LEGO XL motors and ran them all at full speed. And now it's the time to wait. We filmed in a low resolution to consume less memory. Here you see the results. When we come to controlling the SBrick, there's the app from SBrick themselves. And yes, it is a nice app, but sometimes the app crashes, but this can be easily fixed with a software update. It's time for the conclusion. The SBrick is a really interesting product, and when we come to the price point, it is not so much more expensive than the LEGO alternative. Plus, you get Bluetooth for a wider range. So, is the SBrick worth its price? We can only recommend the SBrick, so if you have some money left, it is a really good investment to expand your LEGO collection.